What is up, guys? Alex here from Oppo. So got some cars in here. So I'm still doing the video on the 65 to 70. Let's not worry about that right now because this one is a long-term video. I also got another car that just got dropped off right now, and that one we're going to be doing a battery swap out. A lot of guys are always asking about batteries and wiring and stuff like that. And a lot of times we don't touch bases on that because it is just kind of a safety hazard. We can't physically tell what batteries you have and how it's wired, and in one little wrong hookup you could, have a huge explosion. So I'm going to show you what we got going on today. All we're doing is a 6 battery swap out. I'm just going to kind of show you how we do it. This isn't necessarily how you have to do it, but I'm going to just kind of show you the guidelines and certain little rules of thumb that we use while we're doing it, just to make sure you guys are doing it safely. I've seen a lot of guys start taking batteries apart and their quick disconnect still hooked up, and that's just bad. So we're just going to run through kind of little safety tips and stuff like that on what to do. We actually got the batteries on order. They're actually sitting right here. The customer requested for us just to paint them. He was okay with just a matching, somewhat close spray paint. So that's what we got going on in the background right here. They're on pretty much a drying period. I already got about 3 coats on them. I wasn't originally going to do a video on this, so I kind of skipped this part, but you guys all know how to spray paint. It's not rocket science, right? If you don't, there's a knob on the top. Push it. Good to go. So let me go grab that car real quick. We'll bring it in. I'm just gonna park it right here because it's gonna be a really quick video. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 20 minutes because there's really no need to kind of go into crazy detail on this. So here's the car for you guys. Everyone always says I don't get enough videos of the car, so just nice, simple, clean, single color with just striping and some silver leaf on there. So we're going to be swapping out these 6 grays that you see in there, and then also rewiring him and adjusting his battery voltage, because originally this car kind of sat for a while, so he had some batteries dying. So instead of him buying batteries, he just toned down the batteries. That way it saved him some money as his car kind of sat for a while. So we're going to be putting 6 batteries back in here, and what we'll be doing is actually putting the correct amount of cables and wiring on this guy. So I'll show you guys what we do here. So first things first, quick disconnect. He has the pull out kind. Make sure you guys always pull out, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys always disconnect this. If you don't have this style, you might have the twist, the Tweetco style, which is a twist in. Make sure this is disconnected as you're working on this vehicle. This is already disconnected, so we don't have to worry about it. Then from there, make sure you got no jewelry on, no rings. Tell your wife or your girlfriend, your fiance, I'm sorry, but you do want to take off your rings. If you've never seen a ring melt to your finger, pause this video and Google it. Google what a melted ring looks like on a finger. After that video, your wife will understand. So take off any necklaces, any jewelry, any bracelets, no watches. You don't want to have any metal while you're working with high voltage on the batteries like this. And the same thing with your wrenches. Make sure you're cautiously placing them. Do not place the wrenches on top of the batteries. Always place them off to the side, somewhere down here. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're gonna get some tools to remove all these batteries. These are still kind of drying. They're almost dry, but I probably let them sit for another 20-30 minutes. So we're gonna start taking all this apart for you guys real quick. And at this point, what I do recommend, if you guys have never taken batteries out of the car, again, step 1, make sure your quick disconnect's gone. Step 2, if you're not sure how the wiring goes, take pictures of it. Take a full picture right about here so you can see where all the cables go. Take a picture of every single cable. That way, if you have to backtrack so you don't understand how they go, you could backtrack and figure out where these cables go. In this case, let's see, he has 1 dead battery here, so he's only running 5. And it looks like he's running 1, 2, 3 to the back and 5 to the front. So guys, we also got a lot of stuff going on in the machine shop right now. We're setting up again for our backing plates. So we got backing plates being set up right now. We got some blocks that are just coming off the machines this past Friday. The first little run. I think there's like 6 more sticks back there we got to run, so I think there's another 300 blocks that we're running. We got some of the first tombstone blocks coming off the mill. And it's coming off over there. And then we also got the start of the bullet end caps, the smooth ones, being started right here as well. So we got a lot going on. We also got counterfull up here. We're just gonna start by taking off. Again, his ground, I always triple double check his ground's disconnected. So I grabbed a few wrenches here. I'm gonna start by taking off his battery bar. And that guy's gonna be a 9/16. So I'm gonna remove that guy first and then kind of go from there. So the battery bars are out. The battery bars just hold the batteries in place. I got both sides out. So the way this guy's running his batteries here, this battery must have been bad at one point where we downed him. So we got rid of that one completely and we started going. See, this is his main number 1 battery. We call number 1 because it's you're connected to your ground. So you can see this is his ground. This is ground on here. So this is battery number 1, negative, positive, negative. And this is his number 2. His number 2 battery is going to be his 24 volt. The 24 volt, being that because of the way he's set up here, this isn't going to be common for a lot of you guys, but because of the way he's set up here, this is how it's working. So this is technically number 1 battery, number 2 battery, which is going to be 12, 24. Then this cable here runs back here, which is technically this cable. I've already checked it. Runs along there. And this is his 3rd battery. So this is going to be battery number 3. It's going to be 36 volt. And then 48. And it's going to be number 5 back there. So he's jumping positive, negative all the way across on these. And we're going to kind of go through and we're going to change this to 72 volts all the way around. All his cables removed now. All his cables removed. I'll start pulling each battery out. So I kind of slide them towards the center. It makes it a lot easier. It avoids any type of racing. You don't have to worry about the studs touching and stuff like that. So I always move them, pull the center one out, move them towards the center. So it makes it easier. Yeah, these batteries are definitely a little bit tighter. They swelled up a little bit. You can kind of see the edges right here are bulging. You can tell how old they are. Normally I start from the center, but this one's so tight, I have to maneuver this one out first. And you guys can kind of see a cable back here. It's smashed against the inner fender and the inner quarter panel and the battery, which that's a big no. So we're gonna go ahead and move that guy out of the way and route it safely. That we don't have to worry about it pinching behind. God, these guys feel like they're getting heavier and heavier. Whew. So me personally, I normally go all positives on the same side and then negatives all on the same side. So this row would normally be all positives or negative, vice versa. In this case, the way this car is set up and the way it was originally wired was flip-flop batteries. And a lot of guys do that. That way the cable's shorter, you save like 2 inches of cable. I just don't like the way it looks, and plus it's a lot harder to explain over the phone. So we normally always go positives, one side, and negatives the other side. In this case, they're flip-flop, so the cables are going to be staggered. So batteries are in, but that's as far as I got, because we actually, that red 62, if you guys have been following, just got picked up right now. It's heading to the next step on the build, so it was just parked here. But the next build came back in. A lot of you guys have probably saw this. I didn't do a YouTube video on this. It was on my IG, but I will be doing a continued build on this one. And this is a full custom Art Morrison chassis that's been fully modified with extended arms and uniball arms. So we'll be redoing this one and upgrading a lot of stuff. So originally this was already all done, and I had a whole bunch of work done to it, 22-inch telescopics, high lockup, all that good stuff. But now we're actually going to be doing more work to it and bring it to that very next level. If you guys could tell, it's already a pretty crazy Impala build. As you can tell, it's not an X-frame. So enough of this one. You guys are going to see plenty of this one in the next video. I gotta jump back on these batteries. We are getting a little backed up on shipping, so I gotta jump on these. That way go help Vic, and hopefully he can swing over here and help me in a little bit. So let me get these battery bars on and cables in place. So guys, it's all wired up here. We got our ground in place. So the way we're running this, a lot of guys always ask how we run it. This isn't actually how we would normally run it, but it's because of the way he was originally set up. We just put it back to exactly how it was. This is technically his #1 battery right here, and this is his main ground coming in this back corner. You can't really see because of the shadow, but in this back corner. So that's negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, and this actually comes all the way down, and it's coming to the negative over here. Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive out. So the way we're doing this is actually run all 6 batteries in series. So this is what's called series, when you're jumping positive, negative all the way across. That's series. So he's going to be actually running all 6 batteries to it because that's the way his solenoids are set up here. Again, we didn't do this install. We're just fixing up some issues and some battery issues he had. So this is working off of what was already here in place. So the reason we put all 6 to the front and all 6 to the rear is because the way he has 3 solenoids for the front pump, or this is his rear pump, and 3 solenoids for his front pump over here. So that's for every 2 batteries, it's recommending 1 solenoid. So that's the reason why we hooked them up 6 and 6. So again, normally I wouldn't recommend these kind of cables, but this is what he brought into us. So we're working with it. He does know and understand that we don't normally run our stuff like this, but off of your second battery, which is going to be this one, because this is your ground back here. So this is technically, if you touch this positive, this is actually 12 volts here. If you touch this positive back here, this is going to be 24. You can't tell. Let me see if I can squeeze back there. See a small little wire that's kind of right there? That is the 24 volt, which hooks to the center switches, or center of all your switches. That's what triggers your actual switch to click up and down and makes everything function. So that is your 24 volt off of your second battery from your ground. So again, this is 12, this is 24, and then this is going to be 36 volts, and so on and so forth, all the way to this side. So we got our part done, is just the batteries. So now I'm going to give it a little test, make sure it's all functioning and working, and next step from there is deliver it. So this is the part that's always kind of sketchy, because this isn't our build, this isn't our install, and honestly this isn't our wiring all the way up to the front. All we did is just a battery, so testing it for the first time is always a little sketchy because you just don't know what was previously done. So we're going to cross our fingers. Hopefully we don't look like idiots on this video running around for a fire extinguisher. So So guys, luckily we didn't have a fire, so everything went good. All right guys, so we're all done. Move this guy up to the front, get ready for delivery, and well, on to the next. Just another day here at the shop. Just another day. And we're gonna park it right here in handicap because the color blue matches the same car. I'm just kidding. That's just because no one else parks here. Minimum fine of $250. Art will pay for it, right? Just kidding. You got the big black ones, huh? 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 You got the big black ones? Yep. Driving home, well, tempting. As you can see, I'm not moving, so I'm stuck in traffic. But I was driving home and I realized, shit, I didn't end the video. So guys, thank you guys for all the views, all the likes, all the dislikes. And I just want to say, for the guys that did wish me a happy birthday today, everyone that did, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yes, I was working today on my birthday, and doing this video on top of that. So I appreciate all the birthday wishes. Thank you guys. It means a lot from everybody. We'll see you guys in Vegas, for those that are going in Vegas. And well, you guys know what to do from here. Subscribe, like, share, post up all my new videos. There's a lot of videos that, you know, a lot of my older stuff that I'm trying to revamp to kind of make it up to date to nowadays stuff. So I'll probably be going through and doing some other videos on how-to stuff pretty soon. So right now we do got some other videos in the works for the 65 to 70 Impala Wishbone. And well, we just got that another frame job in, so you guys will be seeing the updates on that as well. So that, and I'm also gonna be working on getting some vlogging equipment. That way I'm not using my cell phone, because a lot of you guys bitch and complain because everyone's so sensitive on the audio quality and stuff. You know, I'm just using my cell phone, so I'll be doing that as well. I'll be working on some microphones and possibly a new camera and stuff like that too. That way it's designated strictly for my YouTube and how-to videos and vlog videos and stuff like that. So you guys stay tuned. Again, I always appreciate everything. I appreciate all of you guys, and thanks for all the likes, subscribes, and shares. We'll see you guys on the next one.